The doomsday clock is closer to midnight than it has ever been. With rising global tensions, cyber threats, and nuclear arsenals on high alert, the idea of World War III is no longer just plot armor for a Hollywood movie. It's a scenario experts are actively planning for. If the unthinkable happens tomorrow, 90% of people will be completely caught off guard. But you don't have to be one of them. Surviving a modern global conflict isn't about building $1 million bunker. It's about knowledge, rapid decision-making, and preparation. Today, we are going to break down exactly how to survive World War III, step by step. From the first warning signs to the day the grid goes down, and what you need to do to stay alive in the long-term aftermath. Grab a pen. You might want to take notes. Modern warfare won't start with a loud explosion. It will start with silence. A massive cyber attack will likely be the opening move of World War III. Your internet will go down. Banking apps will freeze. Traffic lights will stop working and the power grid will collapse. When this happens, panic will spread like a virus. You have a tiny window, maybe hours, maybe a day, before civil unrest begins. This is why Phase 1 is about what you do right now, before it ever happens. You need a bug-out bag ready by your door. Don't overcomplicate it. Remember the rule of threes. Humans can survive 3 minutes without air, 3 hours without shelter in extreme environments, 3 days without water, and 3 weeks without food. Focus on hydration and communication. A portable water filter and a hand crank emergency radio are your absolute best friends. When the internet dies, shortwave radio will be your only connection to the outside world. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Nuclear escalation. If ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles, are launched, you will have anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes of warning depending on where you live. If you hear the sirens or get the emergency alert on your phone, do not try to outrun it in your car. Traffic will be gridlocked and a car offers zero protection against radiation. You need to remember 3 words: distance, shielding, and time. Get inside the nearest sturdy building. You want to put as much concrete, brick, and dirt between you and the outside world as possible. A basement is best. If there's no basement, go to the center of the building, away from windows. The blast wave will shatter glass for miles, turning windows into lethal projectiles. Lie face down on the floor, cover your head, and keep your mouth slightly open. This equalizes the pressure in your eardrums and prevents them from bursting when the shock wave hits. You survived the initial blast. Now comes the hardest part. Staying put. The biggest threat after a nuclear strike is fallout. Radioactive dust and debris raining down from the atmosphere. You must not leave your shelter for a minimum of 72 hours. Radiation levels are highest immediately after the blast, but they drop rapidly. After 7 days, radiation levels will have decreased by 99%. But those first 3 days are highly lethal. Turn off all air conditioning and seal doors and vents with duct tape and plastic sheeting. If you were outside during the blast, take off your outer layer of clothing, put it in a plastic bag, and leave it far away from you. Wash your skin with soap and water, but do not use hair conditioner. It acts like glue and will bind radioactive particles to your hair. If you have them, take potassium iodide tablets. These will fill your thyroid gland with safe iodine, preventing it from absorbing the radioactive iodine from the fallout. But remember, they only protect the thyroid, not the rest of your body. Your main defense is staying inside. A week has passed. The initial danger has subsidized, but society as you know it is gone. Supply chains are dead. Grocery stores were emptied on day 1. Now, survival becomes a full-time job. The lone wolf mentality you see in movies will get you killed. The single greatest survival tool in human history is community. You will need to band together with neighbors to establish security, share resources, and pool your skills. When moving through the city, travel light, travel in groups, and avoid high-density areas where desperate people will fight over scraps. Trust must be earned, but cooperation is essential. Thinking about World War III is terrifying. But fear is just a biological reaction to a lack of preparation. When you know what to do, panic is replaced by action. Build your kit. Learn basic first aid. Make a plan with your family. Hopefully you will never need to use any of this. But if the day ever comes, you'll be ready. If you found this guide helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video with someone you care about. Knowledge is survival. Stay prepared and stay safe. I'll see you in the next one.